Hey guys, how's everybody doing tonight? I'm worn out.
Okay, let me get you some water.
Eat me a banana and peanut butter.
Okay.
Knock knock, anybody there?
You by yourself for a minute?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Stella. Stella. You wanna come in?
As soon as I can get it together, I'll call for the inspection. Then, however long it takes for them, hoping it don't take long. It's gonna be at least, I'm gonna say, end of next week before I can get the rest of the tent up. Ordering a whole bunch more sheets tomorrow morning. It won't be until Monday. Did you say something?
I was talking to myself.
I do that a lot. Yeah, I had to order a bunch more sheets. 50 sheets. That's a lot of material, but that's a lot of area to cover too. I think we're I forget how many it was. I think 34 more sheets. So yeah, it's a lot of screws. Everybody leave? It says I got 6 watching. Come on, guys, join the chat. It's going to be a shorter one tonight. I'm worn out. Been waking up at night with Charlie horses again. That's why I'm eating a banana. We was going to work on the ceiling, finish up the showroom tonight. Actually, we was going to last night, but I wasn't up to it. My back was killing me. And then tonight, Dad's back caught up with him. I gave my inversion table away about 4 years ago. Last time I did it, pulled a muscle in my back. It took me weeks to get over it. Herniated discs ain't nothing to mess with. Oh, Gary not only bought and had drop shipped a carburetor kit for the skid loader, he had 2 of them sent. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate it. The other one came in today. This one's in a clear package. You can see it a little better. And yeah, there's a lot in there. Yeah, Dad said he's going to try to use his tonight. And then he remembered he had it packed away. He wasn't going to dig it out because his back's killing him. That hanging that stuff above your head is no joke. Now if Rob has time to get my carb rebuilt, I know he's pretty busy right now. On top of working at the shop, he's remodeling a bathroom. And that's a heck of a job. Hi, Randy. Oh, yeah. The roof is totally done. They come back today and did a little more sealing around the drain where it goes into off the roof down through the drain. Made sure it was sealed up. Yeah, the roof's good to go. I'm going to try to do that ceiling in the showroom by myself tomorrow. I'm going to cut them down to 8-foot panels, though. It'll come out a little bit better. All right, hold on. I got to put an attack cat in the cage. Ow! Stupid cat. Yeah, that cat, sweet as can be. And then all of a sudden she flips. She's attacking every animal in here, including us. I haven't started hanging anything in the office. We're ordering the material for it tomorrow. The office and the outside, the wall going up to the loft. I can't wait to see it all done. That means I can move in and get back to working on cars. I'm ready to work on some cars and trucks. Got an old Scout coming in and an old Comet. I got the GTO. That's going to be a go when I get in here and up and running. Got Poverty's Potential. Of course, the crew cab going on. A couple others that I need to get in. Yeah, it's going to be a full shop for a while. It's going to be a lot of action for quite a while. And my back is throbbing. I worked on them nasty bathrooms today. Man, I hate working in small rooms. I got probably 50% of the sheet metal up in there. Hey, Kennedy. It went pretty good. It had a lot of visitors today. I think I ended up with 6, 7 people stopped in today. It was definitely a hectic day. Tanya was down at the hospital in Troy all day with her mom. So then I had to run get food at lunch and pay the internet bill. So that took a little time. Had to go to Lowe's first thing and get cutoff wheels. Because it's quicker to run to Lowe's, spend $10 than run all the way out to the shop. Spend an hour and a half doing that. So I just hit Lowe's. Oh, I wish I had a hot tub. Not so much the beer, but the hot tub, yeah. We got one, 3 years ago? Got it set in place, ready to go, and we got a storm, big branch come down out of the tree right through the middle of it. So I trashed it. If I do a hot tub, it'll have to be inside. Yeah. Mine was more tequila. I liked the beer. I used to drink quite a bit of it. But I loved tequila. It just didn't love me. After my motorcycle wreck, I was on all that medication. Drank a fifth of tequila on a Friday night on top of the beer. And yeah, it didn't end good. So that was about the last time I drank. I'll have a beer once in a great while, but that's about it. The building's just about cleaned out. I've been doing a little here and a little there on it. No, I don't do any drugs. About the only thing I do is an Advil. But other than that, I don't even like taking them. Took a muscle relaxer once. Well, a half of one. I was a zombie the rest of the day. Tonight's video is uploading right now. Looks like it's about 71%. We now have 18 members to the channel. When we hit 25, I'll do another giveaway. Really? They give you muscle relaxers? Well, you didn't go to the chiropractor because our chiropractor won't give you anything. You went to an actual doctor. So what did everybody get into today? Yeah, I do that very, very rarely. When my back's really bad, I try to stay away from it even. But I'm not opposed to it. It does help when your back's throbbing and it'll let your muscles relax. Hey, backyards, long time no see. Yep, it's all open into the showroom. Hey, Dan. That's awesome, Dan. I'm glad to hear it. Getting easier, isn't it? Almost 3 months. Yeah. What, next week will be 3 months, won't it? Awesome. Congratulations. I hope not. I'm hoping to be able to put exhaust fans like when I'm doing sanding the primer and Bondo and that kind of stuff. I want one bay for that kind of stuff. That way, turn a fan on and it just sucks that stuff out into a filter. What the heck was that? The terror cat knocking stuff off the top of her cage. She's inside the cage. I still say she's going to be a giveaway. It's the little kitten. She can be the sweetest little cat you ever seen. Next thing you know, she's attacking everything. And if any of you want her in a giveaway, let me know. I'll wrap her up in a cellophane and put her in a box for you. I wouldn't do that. Put her in a Ziploc. It holds better. Yeah, a lot of long days. Dad come in and helped all weekend. I've had a few people here and there, a couple hours at a time, but most of it, yeah, it's all by myself. Looks like 13 people are watching. Only a few people talking. Come on, join the chat, guys. Hit that thumbs up while you're at it. Yeah, I'm still paying the other one. That's why I'm trying to bust butt on this one to get it done. I'm ready to get moved. Yeah, it's rained a few times. Had a couple small leaks, but they come and patched them, and it was leaking around where that rubber roof goes into the drain. The cap goes down on it and kind of folds that down in. It was seeping around the lip of it, and they come and fixed that this morning. Yeah, he knows I'm leaving. Honestly, I'd have been out 5 years ago if I could have. When I'm not one to bust a lease. One more week, my lease is up. And I ain't going to be out by the year, so. I wish I was. Now it's more waiting on materials and stuff to that nature. I bought LED high bay lights for the shop. I'm going to get 8-foot strip lights for the office. Probably 4-foot strip lights for the bathrooms. 8-foot strip lights for the showroom. Just 2. I don't need much light out there. With all that glass, that's the brightest area in the whole building, especially with all that white tint up. That white, man, it really reflects it. I got to get my big paint sprayer up and going again. And once I do, I'm going to, little at a time, I'll buy 5 or 10 gallons of white paint and I'll start painting the whole shop. I want everything white. Yep, I'm hoping. Anytime from here on out, anytime I go to the old shop, when I'm done working, doing whatever I'm doing, I'm going to be loading stuff up and bringing it. So a little at a time. I don't know yet. Once I get my air compressor moved, I can hook it all up and see what it does. Otherwise, I'm going to just buy a 2-post lift and be done with it. I want to rebuild them. There's, I think, 4 of them in the building, 3 or 4. I want to rebuild them, but a good 2-post and a 4-post would be great. 4 lifts. I knew it was 3 or 4. I couldn't remember. I had so much stuff in the shop, it's unreal. But it's clearing up now. I'm starting to see the floor. Yeah. It's air over hydraulic. I like them myself. A lot of people complain about them, say they're dangerous and stuff. And yeah, they can be. You got to keep your maintenance up. Yeah, that's air tanks. Yep. Nope, the boat, it was the old owners and it's gone. Yeah, he come and got that and a few little odds and ends. What was it, Friday? He's still got his ladder and a couple other little things his wife wants to go through on the upstairs. Stuff she had when she was a little girl. But he gave me the bobsled. That bobsled's going to be hung up in the showroom. I'm going to clean it up. Not going to repaint it or nothing like that, but it's going to be displayed in the showroom. As well as some other memorabilia and stuff like that. All right, the members video is now live. It just went live, so. Yeah, I'd love to have a couple old gas pumps. The Globe Tops. Kinda. I've got them mapped out in my head. There's, I think, 3 or 4 lifts on the back side of the building, and I figure each one of those will be a bay, and then there's enough room beside that for 2 more bays. And then at the north end of the building, I'll have my brake press and that kind of stuff. I drew it up once. I don't even know where it went. I had it around here, but I think that was Globetrotters, and that was basketball. I seen them back in the 70s. Fake game of basketball. Oh, I take all kinds of pictures of vehicles that I do. I've got a whole list of them right away. Whole list of vehicles right away. Probably, I'm hoping the first one to get painted is Southern Pride, or Southern Stride, I should say. He's coming up in July. He's going to be bringing the rest of the parts to the bed and all that stuff. I'd like to have the cab and front clip just about ready by the time he gets here. Yeah, all the pictures that I take are on my Facebook page. I post them in the Metal Art Customs page on Facebook as well as my personal page. I have many thousands of pictures. I haven't been on there in a while. I get on there and skim through Marketplace a little bit, but that's about it. Look at cars that my daughter keeps sending me. Man, this time of year, there's so many scammers out there. It's unreal. Yeah, it has. And then you click on personal sellers, and you still get all the dealers. Yeah, I've lost so much in floods, it's unreal. We've had 2 floods. One in this house when a pipe burst in the middle of the night. And then at the old house, our sump pump went out while we was in Tennessee. Come back and I jumped in the shower. About halfway through, the water got cold. What the heck? Opened the basement door and started walking down there. Made it down about 3 steps and I was in the water. It was that deep. Shocked the house didn't burn down. We lost a lot in that house. And that mold, oh man. That mold spread immediately throughout the whole house. I went out and bought a 38-foot camper. We was renting that house. I do just about anything. Small jobs to full restorations. But yeah, we went out and bought a 36 or 38-foot camper with tip out and all that. We lived in that. I think it was like 118 days till we got in this house. Yeah, it's no joke. I mean, within 3 days, you couldn't walk in that house. Well, that's a good thing, Dan. Here in town, it used to get so bad the whole town of Sydney would be underwater. Except for this house, because we're up on the hill. Yeah, that's basically the same thing. Uh, Redid our kitchen and run new plumbing, and we went to lay down it was about 10 o'clock. We're laying there about 15, 20 minutes, and we heard something. It sounded like somebody smacking the side of a enclosed trailer. Didn't know what it was. Went to sleep. Got up next morning to Tanya yelling at me, "Hey, our basement's flooded." About that far back from where I did the plumbing, the pipe burst. And full bore. I mean, full from the city into the basement all night. Basement doors sealed. Opened the door and all the water rushed out. "15 watching, 7 likes." Yeah, the cleanup is, people don't understand how much it takes to clean up and dry it back out. I had a hot water heater explode in the house when I had it in Jackson Center. I had just remodeled this house, top to bottom, front to back. Ended up going up 3 foot on the walls, cutting all the drywall out of the whole house and replacing it all. Set fans up for about 2 weeks. Yep. Had to replace all my carpet too. Hey, Rusty. Master carpenter, huh? I take progressive payments. They'll put so much down, then so much along the way. Keep track of all my hours and show them where we're at. And at the end, will be a balloon payment with the tax. Unless they're tax exempt. Yeah. Luckily, in this house, everything downstairs except the one side of the basement was finished, but it didn't get into the drywall over there, but it did get the carpet and ripped all that out. Nope, Ohio's strict on that. Gotta pay tax. Yeah, when I first started my company, they didn't tax labor, just the products. So for 3 years, I didn't charge tax on labor. That 4th year, I sent my paperwork over to my accountant, got it all done and everything. About 2 weeks after we turned it in, they sent back and said, "Hey, you messed up. Then they looked back 3 years, and I had to go back, and that was fun. I had to figure out how much I owed on that I didn't charge for. Indiana, you don't pay tax on labor, but you do on the product. And that's the way it was here. Nope, I'm in the city. The old shop that I'm moving from is in the country, but it's weird because it's got 4 addresses, and one of them is Sydney, bleh, City of Sydney. So I have to pay City of Sydney taxes on it. One of them is Houston, one's Fort Laramie, and one's Newport. And then the other one's Sydney. So my electric bill is Fort Laramie. Physical address is Houston. But to find me, it's Newport. Right? I think it's about time we do it again. Gotta watch what I say here. Got in trouble once for speaking my mind. I can do it, just not on these. Hi, Sean. He's selling that building. I was told he's got it sold, but they had somebody else come look at it. I definitely would not want that building. It's a block building from the 30s that's been added on to like 3 or 4 times, and not a very good addition on any of them. And it's small. It's broke up way too much. So how are you guys liking the long videos on the remodel? I know, you guys are ready to get back to cars. Believe me, I am too. I'm ready. Yeah, some of the videos are 3 hours long. I'm not doing any editing or cropping or anything to that nature of them. Whatever I video goes up. I don't mind doing remodeling, but I'm over it. 5 weeks of this so far. Well, Friday will be 5 weeks. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks since you've been there, Travis. You won't even recognize the place. Right? That editing usually, yeah. On an hour premiere, it usually takes me about, I don't know, 40, 45 minutes to edit it and then upload it. And that's if I don't do a lot of editing. As soon as I get approval from the inspection, then I'll start moving. But I'm going to start moving some things a little here and there. Yeah, it definitely shows that. Hey, Chris. Oh, you don't have to tell me. I know. This is a busy time. About ready to fire that car up yet? I did our kitchen, what, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and I still don't have the trim up. I get burnt out on it. They can be, yeah. The only inspection I have to have is on the roof, but I want to have everything else done. That way they have no reason to complain. See, that building was condemned due to the roof. And I got to get it out of that condemned status. Once they come and say, yeah, you got the roof done and all this stuff, then they should sign the paper and be ready to go. Honestly, I got a little bit of walls to finish in the bathrooms. Sheet the whole office, finish the showroom, and hang some lights yet. And at that point, I'll call them for the inspection. You don't need that cone. You leave him alone. There's been a few people rent that building off of him. Dealership closed in, I think it was mid to late 90s. And let's see, an auto detail shop went in there. Very short time, like 2 months. Let's see. A window and door sales people went in there, remodeling, that type of thing. They went in there. They was there for a while. And then when they left, another guy went in there doing a rental store. Like, he'd rent skid loaders and trailers and that kind of stuff. He was in there for at least 10 years. And it's sat empty for over a year now. I've been trying to buy the building for years. When I was talking to the old owner in the shop one night, I told him, I said, man, when you closed that dealership, I loved this building and I wanted it back then. He looked me square in the eyes and said, if I'd have known you wanted this building back then, you'd have owned it back then. His grandpa started the dealership, left it to his dad, and then when his dad passed, he left it to this guy, and he didn't want nothing to do with the dealership, so he rented it out. The other two buildings, let's see, they ripped the body shop and the used car lot down, built Family Video there, and across the road, they had another huge car lot, and he gave it to Dan Hems. Yeah, I'm going to jump off here real shortly, too. I still got to get a shower, and I got to stretch my back a little bit. Man, it's killing me tonight. Yeah, I want to keep it kind of cool, car related out there. The one section out front, I would like to get a couple old gas pumps, and I think that'd be pretty cool. Have a good evening, Dan. I know all that ceiling and wall work that we did this weekend, Dad's feeling it tonight. Southwest corner. Right now the 26 is setting in it. Let's see. Was it yesterday's members video or the day before? One of them, you could see it in the video. I've been trying not to show that car much. Thank you, buddy. Well, yeah, I got a buddy down in Piqua. I think I'm gonna get him in there to do some airbrushing on the walls. It won't be the first one in there. I've already done a burnout inside. As soon as I get it clean enough, I'm going to get the Blue Mule and the Fury in there. But I have to get the inspection first. Until the inspection, actually, nobody's supposed to be in there. Oh yeah, it's all hooked up. It's been hooked up about a month or so now. Yeah, it's been a month because I just paid the bill today. If you open the north and south doors, it airs out real quick. When I know I'm going to be running a skid loader a lot, I'll open one of them and it keeps it pretty clear. If I open all four of the doors, yeah, it'll keep it clear. Plus, there's an exhaust fan, 4 running engines in there too. Yep, there is. Yep, I'm going to get off here too. You guys have a great evening, and I'll probably do another live tomorrow night. Same time, same place. Yeah, it will. And I'm thinking about putting some ceiling fans up to help with the heat in the winter. Just have to make sure, keep the dust off of them. I hope so. I've been waking up again with leg cramps, back knotting up, and all right, guys, I will see you tomorrow.